Hi, this is Decent Exposure. I'm going to show you some tips on how to put your foundation on smoothly, make it look nice and fleeky. So I use NARS, which is from House of Fraser. It is a bit pricey. It varies from £33 to about £34, but I find it hard to find like a shade that suits my colour. So I'm going to show you how to put it on. So literally, it is a bit of an oily product, so you do have to shake it well, or it's like really runny. So as you can see, I've already got my eyebrows on. Literally, I just put little splodges. It's good. It comes with a pump, so you're not like using too much. And the good thing about this, you can literally put more on if you think, oh no, I've not got enough on. But okay, so I think I've got enough spots on my face. So I use this brush. It's just a nice foundation brush. It's like really soft and it's just really good for your face. I prefer using that than my fingers because I don't know how people can use the fingers. It just doesn't feel right to me. Then I also use a blending brush. Once I've put my foundation on and I've rubbed it all in, I blend it nicely so I make sure I've not missed any cracks on my face. So here we go. We've got a brush downwards under the eye and around. It's good to brush upwards like that. And then you can do your mouth if you like. It's so good, NARS. I used to use MAC. Well, first of all, when I was younger, I literally used to use, what is it called? Rimmel, that Dream Matte Mousse or something. That was like a load of crap because as you grow older, you think, oh my God, what was I using? What did I think looked good on me? And that was awful. So then I moved up to Revlon, which you can buy at like Asda, but I don't even know what I was thinking then either because that really didn't look good. So then I moved on to MAC. But the only thing is, you can't buy like MAC from Asda or anything. That's the only thing with darker skin tones. It varies. They don't really do a lot of shades for like my skin complexion in like the markets kind of thing, like Asda and places like that. Sorry, so then I get my blending brush. Now I've put my foundation on. And then I just rub it in like that. Just nicely. And then on my head. Like so. So now can you see? And then also get your neck. Because it's nothing worse if you see someone with like foundation there. And then their skin tone there. And it's like, wow, you've missed the spot, love. Do you know what I mean? So like, yep, even into the hairline a bit. So as you can see, foundation is on. This bit doesn't really matter that much to me because I think if you've got a big forehead like me, you can then contour it to make you look like you've got a smaller forehead, which I will show you now. So then I get my Pro Concealer, the LA Girl Concealer, and then literally, wait a second, because I've got a bit of foundation still on my hand that I do not need. So let's put that in a pot. If you've got anything, I'll always save these little pots. This is an old concealer that I had, a Benefit one. Oh, it's amazing. Even though that's pricey as well. It's like £17 for like the littlest, tiniest tub. But if you're up for wanting to spend your money on makeup, then go for it. But I'm a bit tight, so I don't really go that extra. It's just foundation that I spend makeup on. So yeah, so basically, you get your concealer. And then you squeeze a bit of it out. This is to define your nose even more. Right, so contouring it, you want to start right down the middle of your nose. Then you start from where your eyebrow line is. You know, where I've like shaped it up there, the starting of it. You go straight down the nose. Then do that either side. Go to right to the corners of your nose. Then I also put some there. This is to create another shape to my face. Right. So then you get exactly how I did my eyebrows. You put a bit of concealer on your hand. If you like to, you don't have to. Put a bit of your foundation on your hand as well. This is your hand's your palette, basically. So then also, sorry, I missed that part, the important part. So then you get a bit of concealer, go up your eyebrow, for your forehead, right there. And I will blend this in a moment, the top part. So then I just go down my nose. Okay, wait a second. Okay, go apart. Down your nose. And that is by using the flat brush. Okay, and even if you like kind of mess with your eyebrow, you can just like straighten it out. So then you use your curved brush. You can buy these brushes from like online Beauty Bay, like, you know, stores like that, or like even Topshop, Pretty Little Thing, you know, them kind of places, even Primark. Primark's right cheap, so it's what you think is good for you to use, where you get your product from. So then where I put the concealer down the side of my nose, use my little hand palette and then literally smooth it in. I miss I miss that part of my eyebrows. I never do. Not of my eyebrows, of my eyelids. Because I just don't like that foundation effect on your eyelid. And also, you'll get that crease, you know, when you close your eyes and open it, you'll get that foundation crease and it just doesn't look good. So then, you do the same to the other side of your eyebrow. Just like go up around your eyebrow and down the nose. And then get your brush and do the same to the top of it, you know, to where you put the concealer at the top of your head. Okay, and it doesn't matter that that bit's lighter because you're going to blend that in a bit. Okay. So I do a little tricky thing, a little sneaky thing. So I go to MAC and they give you testers. So I'm always like, oh, can I have a tester that's like a darker shade? So then I get these little brown testers. And this is to help me like contour my nose. But if not, if you do want to buy your product as well, you can. It only comes in like a little tiny part, but it's really good. You can use your LA Gild, which is a darker concealer. And that's what I use for like the front of my head and then my cheekbones. So I start off with the MAC one because the MAC one's a lot like lighter and I don't want my nose to look too harsh. So you need to have a different kind of brush to use when you're using a darker concealer on your face. So you literally need like the tiniest little drop. So can you see I've literally even wipe that bit off. It's got the tiniest bit on. So then you start from the starting of your eyebrow. Then you go down your nose and do it on the other side. Okay, and then you need to do it for your nose. Just at the bottom bit of your nose where you can see where the point should be. Do you know when it points up on your nose? Okay. You can't really see it that much where it is on the end of my nose. And as you can see, I kind of, when I did do my eyebrow bit, when I was near my eyebrows, I kind of brushed off. So you can brush your eyebrows a little bit back and then you can always conceal the ends of it. Okay. So then I use a sponge, which this is from Primark. And this is literally to blend my nose area. So you just blend up at the side of your nose. This is to create a shadow effect on your face, so then it does make your nose look a lot more smaller. And then you do it to the other side. And then on your nose, under it. Okay. And then, so that's complete. So then you get your brush again with the flat end to it. You get your concealer again. Then you just go down your nose so you can see it properly, what you've just done, what you're trying to create. Even where your eyebrows are, because you've just put your brown concealer on top. And then, even if you get a bit on your eyebrows, you can always smudge it. You can like blend it in. Okay. Okie dokie. So then, if you think, oh, I need to put a bit more brown on, brown concealer, you can do. And then, even if you need to blend certain areas, just do it again until you feel happy with your overall result. That's the main thing. Until you think your face looks good. Okay. So that's for your nose area. So now I'm going to show you how to do your forehead and your cheekbones. So once again, just use, it comes in a pump, comes with a pump in a little bottle tub. And you only need like only a little bit on because you don't want to be too much. But then again, it depends what kind of event you go into, or like how you're actually going to wear it, if you know what I mean. Like if you wear it in the day or if you're going to wear it in the evening time, you can always go for like a little bit extra if you go into the evening look, because you want people to notice that contour. You want them to be like, wow, I can see that, and your face looks skinny, not in like a harsh, evil way. Yeah. So then you get your contour brush again, the darker one. It's always good to use a separate one, because if you're going to put a lighter concealer on and then a darker one on, you're going to have to wash it and then do your darker one. It's just so much effort. Just get a different brush. So then you go with this, once you've dipped it into your darker concealer, go around your headline like that, on your hairline. Okay. Right to the corners near the eyebrows. And then your cheekbones go like that. And make sure you stop just about where your smile line is. Okay. And then if you've got any more, just like put it into your hairline kind of thing. Don't have to be in your hair, but just put it into your hairline. So then you get your big contour brush and then just blend it. And then blend your forehead. This is where you can make your forehead look smaller. It's all about the shadows. And then do the same. Okay, make sure it's nicely blended. And you can get all different like darker concealers for like your skin type, because if you've got a lighter skin tone, you don't want to be too like dark, because then it look a bit too much, if you know what I mean. Okay, so then if you want to go for a day look, what I usually use on top of this now, I put my bronzer on it. It's just a Rimmel bronzer. It's like it's like a sun glow. It gives like a nice effect. But if you want to go a bit darker, you know, so people notice like the contour that you've done, then you can use the Sleek compact that I've got. It's like a little palette. It's got like different shades in. That is for a contour. But people usually, because I prefer like I like my skin to be oily. I don't like it to look dry or feel dry. But some people like to use this brown contour, but I just don't think it's that good to just use on its own. But if you did want to use this as well, you can put this on top of the contour that you've just done. But also make sure when I did my concealer, the lighter colour, up on my forehead, I need to make sure it's like blended. So use your sponge and just like blend it in nicely so you don't look patchy. Okay, so that looks alright to me. And I've got my brush. It's just a blusher brush that I use. The same one as what I use for my bronzing, for my blusher. So you blow it. Yep, you use your darker colour, blow. And then just do it from your ear. You're meant to do it from your ear, just straight to there, to your smile line. Can you see? My face looks like it's more like skinnier, more like in. So I'm going to do the same to the side. I don't really like using this anymore in the day because I'm trying to go for like a more subtle approach. And then like in the evening times I can use this so people don't think I've got a chubby face, because I've got a really chubby face. Contouring is really good if you want to get rid of the chubbiness. And you do it on your forehead. Okay. Right, so then after, what I use is my blusher, like the bronzing powder. So literally, I love this. It's so nice. And then I'll just do the same like how you did your contour with the powder. Then if you want, you can even put it on your forehead. Okay. And then the trick is to make you see it even more, your contour that you've just done. You get the same contour stick that you used, or whatever kind of light colour contour stick you've got, like this, the LA Girl. I go from the corners of my mouth, go over my mouth. If you need more product, just squeeze the bottle or what kind of other bottle you've got. Okay. As you can see, I don't need any more because I've just put a bit too much on there. Okay, so then you go straight up like that. So then can you see it creates some more like lick effect. Okay, so then you do it to the other side. Okay. Right, and then you get your blending brush and you just blend it in. Make sure it's like nicely done to your foundation and your blusher. Okay. Right. So then you can also use your contour stick on your chin. This is like just to make your chin look more like, oh, just like you can see it more. Right. Then you also, it's all about contour. You get your contour stick and just do it under your eyes a bit. Okay. This is just to create like a nice highlight underneath your eyes, so it looks like it blends in more with your nose when you've contoured your nose. So then it defines that nose shape a bit more that you tried to go for. Right. So then if you want to go over with your blusher again, feel free to. Yep. Right. And as for me, I don't really wear mascara. So I wear false lashes, so I don't really need to do anything to my lashes. Other than I can brush them. So I've got a little handy tool. And I just brush my lashes up. But because I've got like small eyes, I like my eyes to look like really like popping in a way. So to make them look a bit more like out there, I use a eyeliner and it's from Kiko. So Kiko is like just a little shop that you can get all makeup products from. It's only just a black eyeliner. You can use any kind of eyeliner you want. So literally I do it on the bottom of my eyelids. And then I also do it on the top underneath. So can you see the difference in my eyebrows? Which one looks more like bolder? If you can tell. Okay, so I'm going to do it to the other eye. And even so, with the way I'm holding my face, sometimes I can like leave like a fingerprint, like a little patch. So then you just get your contour brush and just blend it in nicely. But as you can see, I still think my nose needs a bit more blending to it. And then for you to see it even more, just get the same flat brush. Okay. So then it's all about highlighters. It's so good to use your highlighter because without your highlighter, there's no point in life, basically. No, I'm joking. Highlighters are really good to just create that like bold effect near to your eyes. It's like a shimmery effect that it creates. You can get all sorts of shades. Like this one's from Topshop. I think I paid about £5 for it. You can get really cheap ones. And it's just like a really good product, basically. And you only need a little bit of it. As you can see, like I've got a sleek one. This sleek same palette that has the contour, the darker contour. It's got a lighter one, and then it's got like a nice browny one, but I prefer using this Topshop one. So I've got a special highlighter brush. As you can see, it's got like a curve to it. It's good that it's got a curve to it, because when you're doing your makeup with the highlighter, you want to do it near to your eyes. So you, like the bronzing brush, you can just like, you can put that wherever you want to. So all you do is you get your highlighter, you get your brush, and you brush down, and then look, you can see wonders. And you do this like at the top of where you've done your blusher. Do it to the other side. And as you can see that contour, and you can also see my highlighter. I'm gonna just put a bit more blusher on. Well, as I said, you don't need to put this much on if you're just like a day where you really don't need that much makeup on. But that is the way to do your contour. Okay.